As a business owner, entrepreneur, or marketer, you have so many tools at your disposal that are free that you could take a look at that can help you build out your marketing and your ideas and your strategies that come from not just your industry, but also beyond. So how can you use funnel hacking to your advantage, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about marketing and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. So in the world of marketing, they have this thing called a swipe file. And in a swipe file, what you do is you take a look at an ad and you take a look at how the headline is created. You take a look at how the deck copy is created, the bullets, the PS, the offer, the call to action. And you take it and go, that's a good idea. How can I make it work for me? You're not copying it. You're taking it and saying, how can I make it work for me? Funnel hacking is a term that came from Russell Brunson, brilliant dude. And so you're taking the ideas, the concepts, and strategies of hacking, of doing a swipe file, but hacking somebody else's funnel. You're taking a look at their design, their concepts, and the direction that their funnel goes. And if you don't know what a funnel is, let me break it down for you. A funnel is like, it's an ad, and then the next click is going to take you to a page where you're going to pay, and then the next click is going to take you to the opportunity of the thing that you just bought. And the most basic forms of funnel could be one page. A more complex funnel could be 3, 4, 5, 10 pages. But it's all the summation of what it takes for you to make that purchase from that company or for that organization. And there's SaaS software companies now that create content for you to create funnels. And so one of them is ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson owns it. One's Go High Level. I mean, there's a million of these at this point. And you can use them to your advantage. You're like, hey, Scott, I get it. Thanks for the history lesson. How do I make this work for me? So what you do is you go through and you follow the funnel process. You see what it takes. You take a look at what kind of copy was used, what kind of images were used, what kind of call to action was being used, and then what's the next step? Well, the next step could be that you click on a link and it takes you to a payment page. Okay, cool. Well, you can say, hey, what are ways that I can make this funnel work for me? If it works in one industry, could it work in another? And so places to start are your top 5 competitors. What does their client have to go through to do business? And what you're looking to do is remove friction factors. You're not looking to copy them just yet. You're not looking to take a look. What you're looking is like, where are those places where somebody decides to bounce out? Where someone says, I'm not going to do this. I may not like the terms. And some of this is going to come to guessing on your part. But here's the thing. When you go through enough funnels and you take a look at enough opportunities when it comes to marketing, you start getting the gist of what does this flow need to look like. And then if you grab a whiteboard and you document, hey, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go from an advertisement on a social media page like Facebook or from YouTube. And then I'm going to go to a landing page. Well, is it a long landing page? Is it a short landing page? Is there a video? Is it all written text? Are there a lot of bullets? And what's the call to action? And what happens when I click? And what you're going to find is there is gold in figuring out how other industries and services are acquiring clients. On the most basic thing, you could send people to a Google document, right? There is this out there. I can't remember who came up with this strategy. It was not me. And so you have the people click to something and then a non-editable Google document and then a buy link. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be anything over significant. It just has to direct that person to a way to connect to you to pay. And you could go super fancy dancy. You could add AI tools. You could add AI chat. But at the end of the day, the thing that works to get you the clients, to get you the most conversion, that gets you most ideal client profile is the thing that wins, right? So sometimes people will tell you that ugly websites convert better than fancy websites, which I've come to find to be true. Like people are like looking at, like, I can trust an ugly website. I may not trust a fancy website. So if you're, hey, Scott, I'm going to build my first funnel, cool. Do add to where applicable to whatever service to a Google landing page, to a Google document, or to a WordPress page. You could literally do this with any bit of technology. Keep it as simple as possible in the very beginning. The more complicated something is, the less of a chance that somebody has the opportunity to get through. Like this is the most straightforward way that I can say it. If you're going to make something complicated, you're going to have less of a chance of winning. Take a look and see how you could funnel hack other industries, other services, and your competition to close more deals. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.